Hey everyone, just another day in the fish room build or rebuild project where we're trying to put things back together. I kind of got myself into some trouble, ordered some fish as I'm cycling these tanks. So right now what I am doing and adding some plants, and these have been cycling with the Fritz Turbo Start, the refrigerated one, for a while. I'm putting some fish in here. There's a video out, or should be out by now, of the fish going in here. Got the rainbows, so I have to rescape that. But I basically have to set up a few tanks. I ordered some guppies and some plecos and some other exciting stuff, but I don't have the auto water change set up yet, so that will be a problem. So going back here, I have it all ready. I got the tubing in, so you can see this one on the end here is already done there. But I basically just gotta get some piping to go to the drain. And somewhere on the channel, in the first fish room build, I have like a detailed video of how I do this, but just trying to set this up temporarily. And then I have to hook up this is where the water comes out of where it goes in actually. Right, so I gotta set those up, because I do want them auto water changing, because once I start getting fish, I just want it automatic. So we'll see what we get done today. So you guys know I like most of my tanks to be planted. I'm trying to look at different ways to be a little bit easier to maintain. Like this tank is a display tank, you know, it's meant to look pretty, and it's a temporary grow out. So, and I had a lot of fun with it, but if I have to catch all the fish out of this tank, it'd be a lot harder than taking out fish from maybe one of these tanks. Like that's the easy green planter. I'll just take that out or move it, and this plant just comes out. Another easy plant I was looking at was guppy grass. So guppy grass is one of those plants that doesn't ship well usually. This time it did really well. Got it from Sky Aquatics, found them on eBay. They actually messaged me. They recognized the name and the channel, which I thought was pretty cool, even though I've been pretty much out of commission for 2 years, that people still remember the channel. Plants came in great. I ordered from them. They had good feedback, and they're from New York, so I knew the plants would get here fast. So this is nice and green and, you know, packed well. They don't have to be fully submerged when you're shipping plants. But basically all I want to do is help these tanks along with their cycling, and when I put guppies in here, guppy grass is great. So you can see that looks good, but a lot of times when you order guppy grass and like other floating plants online, they don't ship as well as other things. So sometimes they'll come in yellow and stuff, and people get really annoyed, but they don't realize that the plants will bounce back. So that looks really good. I'm going to put that everywhere. I can't even order this for the store. I'd have to get it locally. And one of the reasons I ordered from Sky Aquatics as well, not just being, you know, a state over, was that it was guaranteed snail and duckweed free, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So even if people are growing it locally to provide to the pet store, sometimes they have snails or duckweed, which is a problem. I wanted to show kind of an example of how plants can be used to cycle aquariums as well. So these were all filled at the same time, and I put the Fritz Turbo Start in there. So these two had plants in them, and the water is clear. So I haven't tested it yet, but you know, that's a good sign that it's cycling and everything, or it could be cycled already. Where these ones without plants in them and just the Turbo Start are cloudy. So this is like new tank syndrome that you'll get a lot. These ones did okay. Some of these better than others. But when you put the Fritz Turbo Start in there and you don't have anything to feed the bacteria, it doesn't help. So it's actually recommended that you use that bacteria the same day that you get the fish, because that's the refrigerated one. There are ones off the counter that you have to wait the time period for sure. But the refrigerated one, I've tested, I've used it in my store. It's worked great for me. But the plants have helped keep it stay cycled with no fish in it for about 2 weeks now of just sitting in water and just that bacteria. You know, this tank, you know, has the plants and a little bit of tannins from the wood. And all this tank, with all that mulm on the bottom, if I were to throw some of that in some of those tanks, that would help kickstart the tanks as well. Alright, so this is the worst part about setting up a fish room, is when you plumb everything and you're testing to see if anything leaks after all your hard work. So basically I have just the python filling for right now, and the water will overflow there, and it's supposed to drain out here down this pipe all the way down to a sump pump that I have. So I'm just waiting to see if it'll do that. All right, that's one. Just have to do this 50 more times. So far so good. I have this whole rack set up. They're all tested, doing what they need to do for now. Hopefully it stays that way. But I'm gonna head upstairs. I do have some fish I'm expecting, and I don't want the UPS or whoever to not deliver it because I have to sign for it. All right, so I got the fish in. Pretty excited for these. Got 3 strains of guppies here. These look like the panda guppies. These are the females. These are really dark. These are really nice looking. I hope they stay that color and they're not stressed. The ones I used to have were very light colored, the females. And these I was excited to get back, the 24 karat gold. They look really washed out. These look like maybe the females. And I had these overnighted because I didn't want to have any issues with shipping. Yeah, those are the males of the 24 karat gold. So these were in these bags for less than 24 hours, which is nice. Sometimes it's worth a little extra money paying and shipping. Yeah, these are the male panda guppies. Those are nice. Those fins are really long. Almost like Dumbo ears on that male. Alright. Oh, these are the half black rose something. I forget, but the females look really pretty. The males look really pretty. Nice red tail. I tried this strain once, but never got a real colony going. Hopefully the females color up. Alright, I'm going to get these guys in the tanks, and we'll check in later. Alright, so I've got the guppies settled in. It's been about 12 hours now. I was working at the store. I kind of just had to drop them in and run, so I've been worried about them all day. The pandas are really cool, but they're the ones that seem to be having the hardest time adjusting. They're really scared for some reason, so I added even more plants in here. See one of the males there with the long dorsal fin. Hope these guys do okay, because this is a really nice strain. The females are nice and dark, and they have a long dorsal fin as well. Oh, there's the one with a long dorsal fin. Oh. That female will move. He's got like the Dumbo ears too. And then one of my favorites, the 24 karat gold guppies here. I love that the males and females look really good. So like there's the male, there's the female right there. So they both have the nice yellow gold color. And they're looking good. They're looking for food already, but I'm gonna hold off on that. And then the rose guppies here, they're doing all right. You know, I'm hoping they color up a little bit more. It's not really coming up on camera, but the males have like almost like a purple on the top there. But I can't tell if I'm like so in love with these two that I'm not fully appreciating these guys. But we'll see. The females look nice and fat here, where on these strains it looks like the females might have been kept separate, which actually is something I think I'm going to do with some strains, and let the males and females grow up separately, because they look really thin, like they haven't had any babies yet. And these are young fish, so I don't think that the pandas have seen females before, or the females haven't seen males, but these guys definitely have already. You can see that they're much larger, and they have you can see the babies kind of right at the end there. That different color. I have to get these guys more cover because the males are harassing the females versus the other strains here. But I think that'll do it for today. Gonna put the fish room together little by little. I have more stuff coming in and all plans for these tanks. I just gotta get the lights set up and get these going. I'm excited to order fish. I'm really having fun with this, and I'm really excited to see some babies and keep the fish room going. So thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.